Welcome to the channel, guys. This is Robin Ellie with LA Motorsports, and here we are once again with a brand new product for the Maserati Granturismo. This is for the clear from the 08 to the 2019, and this is the new 2025 style steering wheel. It comes with the airbag, and also, of course, you got your Bluetooth dongle here, and then an OBD2 adapter, which is really nice because you could plug this into here, and then it retains your factory one. So if you ever need to, plug into your port, it's not obstructed. You have a free one. So this is really exciting. This is probably one of the coolest products that we've come out with. So this is a direct one-to-one copy design from the MC20 and the new 2025, 2024 Maserati Granturismo. So all the steering wheel buttons work. What's really neat is you have two LCD displays right here. So it's going to display your temperature and some different things, and I'll demonstrate that once it's mounted in the car. So it's a really, really cool design. This does come in carbon fiber, so you can get matte carbon fiber, or you could get gloss carbon fiber. You could also get this in Alcantara. You could get perforated. This is the all leather one. I just went with the all leather one because I have the silver carbon fiber, so I thought maybe just going with the all leather this time would be sufficient. So you'll see on the back, you retain your factory buttons here, which do work. And then I'm going to go ahead and post in the corner there what all of these buttons are. Actually, I'll just kind of posted a big picture so you could see what all these pictures. Now, you're going to notice that these buttons have like a cruise control and stuff. Now, those will not work. Basically, they designed it to look exactly like it. However, they have different functions. Your volume and all of that. It's only limited what they could do because of the, I guess, the clock spring and the wiring that's available for this. So you can't, it's impossible to get all these to function. There's only a limit. Some of these buttons don't do anything. And like I say, I'll post up exactly what does what and everything. So also a lot of people have asked about a push button start. Well, once again, unless you're I guess really techie, it's almost impossible to run that wiring through a clock spring and everything, and have a any additional, like a remote start. It would be cool if you could have the remote start or a start button on the steering wheel, but like I say, it's almost impossible just for the design of the car and stuff. You would have to design a new clock spring with extra plugs. I just don't think it could be done. The engineers said it can't be done. So, and they're the ones that designed this and everything, so I take their word for it. But it's really, really cool. Like I say, it does come with the airbag, which I think is awesome. Neat emblem right there. Now you're going to see a set of paddle shifters here. These are the MC20 style paddle shifters. Now, why do I have these, you might ask? Well, if you have a 2013 or a 2013 on up, or a Granturismo with the large paddles, what they do, they are going to hit on just right here on this button here. So what we had to do is we came out with some MC20 design paddles to replace those, and these have plenty of clearance, so they're more natural and everything like that. Now, and these do, this is matte black here, which is what I'm installing in mine. These will come in carbon fiber. I have all the pricing and everything on my website on all the different ones. So I believe, I'll have to double check, but I believe you can get custom stitching in here. So if you want red stitching, I think they could do that. But we'll kind of do that on a case by case order, I guess. I am going to go ahead and get started with this, and we're going to go ahead and install it, demo it, and see how she functions and how it looks. Okay, before we get started installing it, since we're down here sitting down, I'm going to show you how to remove the airbag. It's super, super easy to remove this airbag. So there's going to be a hole right here on the bottom. I'll probably take a picture and put it up on the screen. So what you're going to do, you're going to just take like a skinny screwdriver. You're going to go straight in, and you're going to fill this little bar in there. And you're just going to simply push it, and it releases out. It's that simple. It's super easy to do. And you'll see the airbag has the plugs and everything on it for the factory. So it's really, really cool. So, and another thing is the horn button. Once you get it installed, you plug this one wire right here, this wire right here. You're going to plug that into this right here. So that's going to be your horn. That's going to do your horn for that. And then the only other plug-in is you're going to have your main plug-in that plugs into the clock spring and stuff right here. So those are the only two connections. It's super easy. Now this, you have little buttons right here, and then these push in. You got buttons there, so that pushes in. I don't know the functions yet. When we install it, we're going to test all this, and I'll tell you how all this works. But there is a button here, a button here, and a button here. This face also pushes in, and then this one also rotates for the different screens. This one doesn't rotate, but this one does. So that's how you go through the menus on that. This one you use your switches here, and then the faces push down. So that's kind of that. I wanted to show that real quick before we get it installed. We're going to do a few precautionary steps now to get ready to do the install of the new steering wheel. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to roll the windows down. That's probably one of the most important things to do because we're going to have the battery disconnected, and we do not want to get locked out of our car. So step number one will be to wake it up here, and then go ahead and roll the passenger and the driver's door down. Then let's go ahead and pop the trunk. Go ahead and shut it off. I think what I'm going to do, I'm gonna at least loosen the airbag up, so we'll be able to turn the steering wheel. So what we're gonna do, like I say, I have a full video on how to do this, but we're gonna turn the steering wheel up like this, and then you're gonna see, let's see, where is it at? Right, I mean, it's clear right there. There's gonna be a hole there, and there's going to be one on each side. So you have to put a screwdriver in there, pop that, and then you pop the other side, and this airbag will come loose. So I'm going to do that very first, and then what we're going to do is we're going to disconnect the battery, and I'll show you how to disconnect the battery. Another thing that you need to do is make sure and put some tape here, because you need to protect that top column. Now you can see I have it popped out already. So this is what I use. This is actually like a removal tool for a stereo. But you just go in here straight in, and you don't want to go in like this. You want to go in straight like this, and you'll be able to feel and catch it. And then once you catch it, pull it down and pull it up like that. And then you have to pull the airbag out with one hand while you're doing pulling the spring with the other. So it's all loose now. I still have the power on. So what we're going to do, let's go ahead and open the trunk. And we'll go ahead and open this up wide. Now, what you want to do is, of course, pull up this panel to expose your battery, and then you're going to see the battery on the negative side has a quick disconnect. So this is where you're going to want to disconnect it. Now, another thing you want to do, I always take a rag or a towel or something, and I lay it over this right here. And the reason why I lay that over is if somebody comes and by chance hits the this down, the trunk down, then I don't have to worry about going in, finding the loop and everything. So we're going to go ahead and flip this off. I'm going to disconnect it like that. So the power is off on the car, and we're just going to let it sit there. Now I'm going to recommend 10 to 15 minutes. I'll probably leave it for 15 minutes. Let all the energy dissipate from the car. So now, and remember, if you do shut the door, you do have the manual open, so you can, but just make sure your windows are down. Always make sure your windows are down. So like I say, I'm going to pull this out. I have my other video where I show how to disconnect everything. So I'm going to go ahead and get this pulled out on the bench, and then we'll swap out the shift paddles. The paddle shifters are installed. They look very nice. Very easy to do. Only took about a minute to do that, 30 seconds. Very, very easy. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the steering wheel on. We're going to feed this through, and then I'm going to show you just the two connections that we need to make other than the airbag. So we're going to connect this, but first we need to connect the horn connection. Okay, so we got it in. Everything looks good. The paddles have plenty of clearance. Made the connection. This is the only connection you're going to have to make. And then for the steering wheel there, these of course are the airbag. And then this connection here, this is on the new steering wheel. This is going to connect right here on that side right there. That's going to be your horn button. So I'm going to go ahead and connect that, and then I'm going to connect the airbag, and then I'm going to just push it into place, and it's time to test it out. The steering wheel is in, and it looks amazing, absolutely amazing. Fits well. Man, the thickness is absolutely perfect. It's stock thickness, so it feels like a stock wheel. It's not overly thick like you find on some steering wheels. So I got the battery all hooked up and everything. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to connect the OBD2 reader, or adapter, I guess, Y adapter, and then the OBD2 transmitter that's going to go. Now you can just put this in and not use the adapter here. It's totally up to you. Let's see if we could get a look of, it's going to be right here. There is a void up in there, so if you do want to put it up in there, you can. So it's just going to go up like that. And then it's going to be just a matter of finding a place to run these. But I think what I'm going to do, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and just plug this in directly. And I think if I want to, if I ever need to use the code reader, we'll just simply unplug it. But so it's got power already. There's the power right there. So we'll go ahead and save this. Like I say, this is just for convenience, I guess. So somebody who just wants to plug it in and leave it in, you can do that, totally optional. So we'll go ahead and fire it up here and see what it's going to do. for the first time. Now, I've never set one up, so this will be kind of a first for me. Go ahead and shut the light off so we can see what the, go ahead and hit the, go ahead and shut the AC off and everything here. Okay, so there we go. The lights, so when I turn the lights on, they do illuminate, kind of a green, and it shows brighter in the camera here, but it's not that bright. So let's see. I'm not sure how these work yet, so I'm going to have to figure out how to power them on. And see how they work, but overall so far I like it. So I'm gonna go off camera here, and I'm gonna figure this whole thing out here, and we'll see if we can't get it to power on and see what it does. Okay, sorry for the noise, guys. So I guess you have to start the car up. So right there we'll see it's got engine RPM. So it's already reading the OBD2. You don't have to set it up. There's no setting this up. There's your volts. It says 14 volts. Not sure what everything is. That's 14%. I'm not sure what that is. We'll have to figure out how to change the metrics on it. It's got a compass. So a few things over there. Over here, it's got the engine RPM. Maybe the oil life, I think. PSIs, water temperature, RPMs. Not sure what that is. Man, this is really cool. So it's giving you a lot of neat information. So we'll see what oh, that's temperature. Okay, well, I'm going to play around with this a little bit, and I'm going to learn how to change all the metrics and everything. And we are done with the installation. This is one of the most modern Granturismos you'll see on the market today. You'll see the new cluster, 2025 style infotainment center, 2025 style steering wheel. Just amazing. And we even have more products coming. So let's take a look at it on the other side here. Completely transformed the Granturismo into a modern car. I mean, it just looks beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Okay, let's fire this thing up with the wireless remote. Click that. We're gonna go and press and hold. And we're started right up. Turn that off. Turn the air conditioning on so we stay nice and cool. But here you go, guys. This is the final product. It's just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You have your dials down here. The OBD2 is connected, and it instantly connects. As soon as you turn the car on, these boot up and instantly connect. So it's super, super fast. Let's see. I'm going to get some air going here. Okay. So kind of going over this. So this right side here, I have it showing the battery voltage right now, and then the RPM showing on this side. Now, these that you see here are reading in metric. Now, if you order this in the United States, they will come all in imperial metric. So the correct, it'll be Fahrenheit, you know, miles, and all that stuff. there's your throttle body percentage. So, just reading off the ECU. Then you have oil temperature. And once again, the American versions are going to say Fahrenheit. I have brand new buttons, and I will be replacing. This is just the demo model. So these were reading in metric. And so then going on, then you have this is your speed. So this will read your speed right off your ECU. So it'll be spot on. You do have a compass. I'm not sure if that works or not. I don't know. I do see it move, but I don't know if it actually works. So that's something that we'll have to test out. Then on the right side, you got a couple different features now. You have this one turns, this one doesn't. This one's fixed, but you got two buttons here that you push. I believe that's elevation. That's going to be 0 to 60. So when you start going, that'll actually start counting. I'm not sure what this one is. I'm going to have to find out what these different ones are. It's that 39%. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what this does. I need to find out. This will be, I think, pressure or something. It'll be in PSI, I'm sure, when I change it. Once again, I'm not sure. This is water temperature. And once again, RPM. So kind of cycle through those. For the buttons and stuff, that's awesome. The buttons do work. This is your volume button here. You'll see it moving there. So if your steering wheel, your factory one has failed, you can do this, and it retains all the steering. Now you'll see that it says this is the cruise control. Now that's just for looks. Okay, this is a one-to-one identical steering wheel to the 2025 Maserati Granturismo and the MC20. So it's absolutely identical. However, the functions don't, as far as the, what do you call it? The cruise control, they do not function. And the reason why is this has 8 functions, and this retains all 8 functions. In the steering, I guess it's called the clock spring, only has 8 leads. So that's all it could handle. It can't handle any more. So you do have, and I'll put up a picture in the corner here that's going to show what each button does. So each one of these buttons does do something, but they're not necessarily the cruise control and all that stuff. Now you do also have the back buttons, and they all work and everything just like they do on the original ones. I think the design, the thickness of this wheel and the size of this wheel is just phenomenal. I mean, it just fits right. It's the correct thickness. It feels factory. It feels very high end and everything. I'm just overly impressed with this. Now, I can customize this wheel any way you like. So if you want to get this all leather run like this one, and if you want to get yellow stitching, red stitching, or if you want to get Alcantara over here on the side, if you want to get perforated leather over here on the side, if you want to get matte carbon fiber, if you want to get gloss carbon fiber, and then custom stitching, whatever grips you want. I mean, I could fully customize this. Now, this also comes with the new paddle shifters here, and these are going to be made of 100% carbon fiber. So this is the matte black one here. They come in matte black, piano black, gloss carbon fiber, and matte carbon fiber. So either one that you go with is going to be 100% carbon fiber. It's not plastic covered in carbon fiber. They are 100% carbon fiber. I went with the matte black ones, so I like those a lot better because they match my theme, because I have the silver carbon fiber in here. But just look at this. I mean, this thing just looks like a ultra modern car now, especially with the new cluster. I do have a new video coming out for the cluster, which is just awesome. I mean, it is just so sweet. So kind of exciting with that. So watch for my video on that. That'll be coming out very soon. And I think that's all I have. Now, if you're in the US or anywhere in the world, actually, I will order this for you. I am the authorized dealer for these. I will customize them. Time-wise, I'm going to tell you 30 days to 45 days. The reason is these are custom made. Now, I think they have some of the leather ones on hand and that they could ship right away. However, they do have to go via ship because of the airbag. They can't ship this steering wheel with the airbag. So just kind of keep in mind that it does, when you order it, it's going to take about, you know, it's going to take a little while to get to you, but it's well worth the wait. I mean, just what it does to this. If your steering wheel buttons have failed, guess what? You got brand new ones here, and these are not going to fail. These are modern. They're redesigned and everything, and they work, which is just awesome. So it's just, how exciting is this? So if you want a modern looking Granturismo, now these will fit anywhere from the 08 or 07, I guess, clear up to 2019 for the steering wheel and the cluster. However, the head unit itself, now these only work up to 2017. So you guys with the 1819s, you're stuck with the factory systems. There's just no way around it. And also, the final piece of the puzzle is going to be the new digital cluster, or the new digital clock. This is going to be really cool. We are a month out, around a month out from having this out. I will be the first one to have it installed in my car and show it off and kind of show you all the features and stuff. This is going to be really cool because these commonly fail. Mine is actually still working. However, we're going to go with a digital one, and it's gonna look exactly like the factory ones as far as the looks go and everything. It's going to do some different functions and stuff. It's going to be really, really cool. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions, you want to order one of these, the link's down in the description there. I will sure order any of these parts. I have some of these on hand as far as units and stuff, kind of a limited quantity. So if you want one of these, get a hold of me, and I will get you fixed up. I do sell combo deals, so if you buy 2 or more items, you do get a discount. And especially if you buy the cluster, the steering wheel, the head unit, you get a big discount on all that. So kind of keep in mind that that's the way it works, and I will get you fixed up. You know, the outside of this car is just beautiful. The Maserati Granturismo is just a beautiful car. It's way ahead of its time as far as design, and now we could update the interior, so the interior is actually up to date and looking good. So all right, that's all I got, and this is Robin with Elliott Motorsports. Thanks so much,